In this week's episode of the Weathering Parenthood podcast, I sit down with Kyrie Davidson. She's a twin mom, but not just with one set of twins. She's got two sets of twins.
And I remember just like coming home, my parents were actually at my house at the time when I came back from the ultrasound, and I just like sat on the couch, I'm like, I'm gonna have two babies.
We got into all the really cool details of her very fun household and her life, including what it was like finding out that she was pregnant with her second set of twins and how she's now doing all of it as a single mom.
I'm bringing my 12-month-old to the beach. What do I do? Because they're walking, AKA running, AKA one goes that way and the other one goes that way.
So Kyrie, thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Life with twins twice. We won't spoil what that means. We'll let you explain all of that for us, but I think the info's in the title there. I want you to tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? What brings you to Florida?
Yes, so Kyrie Davidson. Yes, I'm a mom to two sets of twins. I am originally from the Connecticut, Rhode Island area, and we actually relocated because of my husband's job at the time down to Dallas, Texas, when my first set of twins were only 1 year old.
Wow.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It's hard to move with
Very
children,
hard.
let alone across the country.
Had no
at that
family,
age.
nothing, yeah. And then he actually ended up hating the job that he had there. And so we were like, okay, where do we want to go? And I'm like, I'm definitely going to Florida. Like, let's go, get in the car. And so we've been here ever since, but yeah.
What year was that?
That was 2020. Actually, we moved here right before COVID.
Okay, so you're pre-COVID transplant. So you're like an original Florida transplant. You're not someone who like...
And I got into the real estate
you got
right before it went nuts.
The perfect time.
Thank God.
So I want to talk about how you got started in content creation. Was this before both sets of twins, in between, after?
Yeah, so I probably need to start from the beginning. So yeah, so we ended up coming to Florida. So I had a remote job.
Okay.
And worked in corporate America for 12 years and just, it wasn't like the job for me.
Right.
Struggling through it. I had my twins, so we basically were just doing the thing. And then I'm like, you know what? I really want to have one more baby. Like I want to experience a singleton. So we decided to kind of go down that road, ended up having another set of twins. And so here I am, like a job I hate, two sets of twins, like every single day is a struggle. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to do something different. And so I always took so many pictures of my kids, so many videos. I'm like, why don't I just go and start like an Instagram and see what happens?
And just start sharing everything about life.
I had no plan. Like I didn't say, oh, this is what I want to share. Like I just started doing it. And yeah, it took off. This was also like the era of when you can actually post something and if it's good, it goes viral.
Yeah.
Nowadays, yeah, right. Like good luck. But
right. It's more saturated now.
Yeah, oh, very much so. And yeah, it just started taking off and kind of blew up from there.
So I want to talk about your journey to becoming a mom.
Yes.
Because you struggled with conceiving before your first set of twins was born.
Yes.
What was that whole journey like for you?
Yeah. So I'm one of those, like I have a plan for everything. Like I knew exactly when I wanted to get engaged. I wanted to get married. I was going to have a baby. I knew how many babies I was going to have. Like the whole thing planned out, right? Had it in my notes in my phone. And I got engaged and I got married. And then I'm like, okay, like I know I want to start my family. Wasn't happening. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Now I have PCOS and I don't ovulate naturally. So I knew that it was going to have, its issues. I didn't realize how long it was going to take. And so then we started fertility and did all the testing and they're like, yeah, like you need help ovulating. So they gave us an option of taking medication to help with the ovulation. And if that didn't work, then I could go down, the other routes in IUI, IVF, all the things. And so we went on the medication and did all the rounds and we were on the last round and nothing was working. And so my doctor at the time was like, all right, let's give it a little extra push. Obviously it's not responding, so you need more. So they did this thing called stair stepping, which is basically I did a double dose. And lo and behold,
they both worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
And this medication is also known to increase chances of twins. So the fact that it worked, and then...
Did you know that at the time?
maybe, but it wasn't anything that even like crossed my mind. I just wanted a baby.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even think about it. And and it worked. And so we got pregnant. And then I went in for my first like blood test and all the things, and my HCG levels were like sky high. And so I Googled it and I'm like, what
could
that?
This mean?
It's like, oh, could have a chance of twins and everything. I'm like, no way. So I went in for the first ultrasound, and it was twins.
Lo and behold.
I was like, wow, I've been dying for a baby, and now I'm getting two. And I remember just like coming home. My parents were actually at my house at the time when I came back from the ultrasound, and I just like sat on the couch. I'm like, I'm gonna have two babies. Like 2 babies. That's crazy.
And what was their reaction to that?
They were like, oh my God, cool. And and it was amazing. I love being a twin mom. I loved having twins. It was hard.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There were times where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm not going to survive this, especially in newborn phase. Like that was the worst.
Yeah, it's hard. Especially if someone like you has a plan,
right?
What you want to do, the way it's going to go, and you end up with 2 kids. How do you pick them both up at the same time? How do you soothe them both?
And especially as your first time being a parent too. So like I had to figure out breastfeeding, what that was all about. Like my body, oh my God, like and the hormones and everything. And then I had these 2 babies, and they were not easy babies. Like one of my kids had really bad acid reflux.
Aye.
So she was just crying and screaming all the time. And I'm like, I'm just not going to make it through this. So the first year was terrible. But ultimately, like I became very proud to be a twin mom. And
did you have friends at the time that also had children, or
No.
were you
I was
like
one
the
of the first
amongst all your friends to
Yes.
have them? So you like didn't have a ton to kind of go off of.
No. And actually, it's funny that you asked that because I didn't. And I truly needed like a support system. And I actually went to a like mom class or whatever that specialized in twins. And I met this girl there who also had twins, almost exact same age. And she's like, hey, have you ever like gone onto Facebook and been like in one of the twin support groups? I was like, no. And so I just went on there. I ended up finding like my tribe, like my twin tribe.
That's
and
amazing.
Group all across, United States, and just everyone that had twins. And we ended up like selling and reselling clothes to each other. So like when people grew out of certain sets of clothes, all matching, right? Because the twins.
Gotta match them.
Yeah, and it became a huge part of my life for many years, is just interacting with those women. So.
And I'm sure now that you're the twin mom, you're the seasoned mom, you have now people coming to you.
Absolutely.
Asking for advice
Absolutely.
about what do I do?
Yeah.
Like what, you know, like if I would have been like, what do I do?
Yeah. Like, for example, I just had someone reach out on my Instagram yesterday, like, hey, I'm bringing my 12-month-old to the beach. What do I do? Because they're walking, AKA running, AKA one goes that way and the other one goes that way. What did you have for equipment to survive a day at the beach?
I mean, you don't, as a parent of singletons, like you don't, that's something I would have never thought about. One of my best friends, she has identical twins.
Yeah.
Her episode just aired, and she was like, I found a park that is like 2 square feet. It's very, very small, and it's completely fenced in. And she's like, thank goodness I found this, because now I feel comfortable going out to a park to be able to bring both of my kids.
100%. I used to have those like leashes, like the backpack leashes.
Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed at first. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't like walk out in public with these leashes on my kids. I continued doing that for years because you have to.
Right.
Otherwise, there they go.
And now they're at an age, hopefully, where they don't
No, thank God.
diverge
yes.
off.
Yes, we've grown past that, thankfully.
You can make the older ones like,
yeah.
you can still get the little ones leashes and make their older siblings like hold on
Exactly.
to them so that they, they're in charge.
Exactly.
So you had 2 girls.
Yes.
What were the questions that once they came and when you felt comfortable out and about pushing them around? What were some of the?
Oh, we got stopped all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And everyone was like, oh my God, are they identical? Oh my God, did you do IVF? Do twins run in the family? All the questions.
Did you find any of them like more particularly annoying than others, or?
No, I mean, listen, it's especially like older women, who just miss having their kids.
Yeah.
And so you feel for them. But yeah, it's fine. I get way more questions now, so.
I'm sure. Well, yes, that's why we're here. I have a lot of questions I would like to ask her. So you're in Texas. You have 1-year-olds.
Yep.
And how old were they when you moved to Florida?
They were 1.5. They almost were 2.
Okay, so both sets are 3 years 3 years apart?
3.5 years, yep.
Okay, so they're around maybe 2.5-ish. You're discussing, I want to,
Yes.
let's try for a one child, another
Yes.
round. What's that discussion like? Did you have to immediately go back onto fertility medication? Was there a chance you were able to do this on your own? What was that like?
Yeah, so I desperately wanted one more baby. Like, I wanted one baby to be able to sit down, like, nicely, just have a nice breastfeeding session and, like, focus on that one child and be able to change them without another baby screaming. And that was kind of my dream, and I was like, all right, I'm going into this saying I'm going to have one more and I'm going to make sure that happens.
Right.
Because, I have everything planned out. And so I knew I had to go on the medication again. There's a second medication that you can go on for ovulation that does not increase your chance of twins. So I'm like, okay, that one, yes, please.
That's the one we want.
Yep. I did all the monitoring, like through the entire thing. Any monitoring you could have done, I did it. There was only one there, like everything was good. She's like, there's no way you're gonna have twins, unless it's identical, of course, but you're good to go. I'm like, okay, here we go. Tried, and actually on the first try, like my body responded really well to that medication. And on the first try, I got pregnant. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then I started feeling really sick. And I was like, oh my God, I feel just like I did when I was having the twin girls. I'm like, I wonder if my HCG levels are really high again.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like this? And I went in for that first test, did the ultrasound, and we were sitting in the room, and she's like, okay, yep, you only have one. I was like, oh my God, thank God. And I could see it on the screen, everything. And my husband was like sitting in the back of the room, and he's like, what's that like dark spot like over there up on the top left? And so she like pans the thing over, and she's looking, and she's like, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no. I'm like, no, no. And sure enough, another baby sitting right there, squeezed in somehow. And yeah, I hysterically cried. I lost my mind. I was devastated. And honestly, I was devastated for a long time because I had that dream in my mind, like this is what it was going to be like. And I knew what twins was like. And I didn't think I could do it again. The newborn phase.
Yeah, was it any easier? Was it just okay?
So much easier.
Yeah.
They came, and I'm like, oh my God, you guys are the cutest, little sweetest souls. They're honestly like the best little kids. And the second they came into the family, like my older girls just connected.
They were their babies.
Yeah. Well, they each picked a baby.
That's really sweet.
And it's like, I'm the mom. Like, this is my baby now. Thank you, Mom, for bringing this home for me.
And you're like, okay, you guys watch them. I want to take it out.
Okay, good, go. And it's been that way ever since.
They've so cute.
Been so close and helped me tremendously. Like, I could not have done it without my older girls helping with the babies.
That's like really sweet.
Yeah.
What was did you, like, like usually it's like a blood test at like 12-ish weeks, you can find out gender.
Yes.
What was your like excitement knowing that you had a little boy coming, because you've got 3 girls and 1 boy? I mean,
I was like over the moon. What I did not want was 2 boys.
Really?
No.
It gets wild.
Yeah, I was not ready for that life. But I did want a boy. And so the fact that I got 1 and then I had my 3 girls, I was like, wow, this is perfection.
It's like the perfect ratio for you. If you have to have twins 2 times.
Yep.
What was it like being pregnant? First of all, you're like, I'm uncomfortable with 1.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waddling around by like week 2, 4. Like, it's, you know what I mean? It's very uncomfortable, especially when you're so far along, let alone you have 2 inside of you, but you're also running after 2 of them. What was that like?
Hard. Yeah. Especially when I was pregnant, I was like I wasn't sick, but I was just not feeling well. Yeah. And it was so heavy and I was so tired. And my iron levels were so low. Like, I had to get iron transfusions and everything. And so I just felt ick all the time. But luckily my girls were at the age where they didn't quite know what was going on. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. My husband, was constantly with them. He kind of took them. And then I was just pretty much in bed most of the time, just trying to get through it. But
napping as often as you could.
Oh, yeah.
From the runways of New York and Paris to Mario Pucci Bocca, over 2,000 beautiful dresses and gowns in stock daily. Sizes 00 through 26, now with shoes and jewelry to match. Mario Pucci Bocca, where every lady who walks through our door is our most important customer.
And did you have both sets of them like at 37 weeks? Were they, did
Yeah.
anyone come early?
The first set I had at 37 weeks. We actually had IUGR, which is where one of the twins basically wasn't getting the nutrients because the other one was kind of taking them all. Yeah. So they ended up doing a little bit early. I probably would have gone longer had that not happened, but 37 weeks for them, C-section. And then the second set, 38 weeks, C-section.
Wow.
And they could have probably gone longer too, but I was like, nope.
Get them out.
As soon as I can get them
so
out,
uncomfortable.
let's go.
How big were all of they when they were born? Because that's a lot of baby to hold.
Yeah, the first two, 4 pounds because she had the IUGR, and 6 pounds roughly. And then the second two was roughly 6 pounds and a little bit over 6 pounds. So
that's
yeah,
like
they were
great.
healthy, yeah.
That's like 13-ish pounds of baby.
Yeah. Plus 2 different sacks and then all the things that those bring.
Oh
so.
my goodness.
Oh, it was huge.
I mean, I just like am thinking of how uncomfortable you must have been.
So uncomfortable.
I sympathize and like I applaud you for being able to do that because.
And it was August in Florida.
Oh gosh.
End of August.
Yeah, I had September kids and.
Awful.
Don't come to Florida
No.
if you're pregnant in the summer. Stay away.
Yeah.
Come down after the first cold front of the year,
Exactly.
and you'll feel much better. So now, what kind of questions are you getting from people when you've got? I don't know if you have like a Jeep wagon stroller.
Yes.
Like, what are you pushing your kids around in, and then what kind of questions or looks are you now getting from people?
Yeah. Well, now obviously they're a little bit older, so the younger ones are 4.
Okay.
So we've progressed out of strollers finally for the first time in my parenthood journey. But we did have like a wonderful push wagon that they all sat in, like the 4-seater.
Yep, fun.
We had a quad stroller for a while. That was interesting. But yeah, you go into like Target and you can just see the heads turning. Like, oh my God, why does that like woman have so many kids? And why are they all like the same age? It's kind of strange. And so then they come up and they ask me the questions but it's great because, like I said, my older ones have just connected so well with the little ones that they're truly just like best friends. Like they walk around all the time holding hands with each other.
That's really sweet.
They're great together. So people get, oh my God, they're so cute. And are they always like this? It's like, yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Mine turned into, we get in the house, we close the door, and like all hell breaks loose.
Well, yes.
They're 2 boys though, so they're like jumping off the wall. I mean, the younger one, he's only 1.
Yeah.
But like the older one scales the couch and jumps on the table, and mommy, watch me jump from this to that. I'm like, can you stop giving me a heart attack?
Yeah.
So like, is your boy like hopefully calm because he's got
So
older
calm.
sisters to keep him
So
at
calm.
bay?
Yeah, the girls are crazier than he is.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But same thing, like when they come home, like they know what to do in public. Like they know to like be polite and have their manners. They come home, I call it the twinado. Like they just go through my house and just wreck everything in sight.
But I've seen like things on Instagram about this or like something online where it's like if your children know how to behave outside of the home, they know to like be polite, and then they go home and then they kind of let loose, you're doing something right.
They're comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
They feel okay like
Yeah.
messing
Being
something up.
themselves and just going wild.
Hopefully
Yep.
not ruining the furniture and drawing on the walls, but take what you can get.
I just don't buy nice stuff
I
now.
Someone just said to me the other day, I'm never buying anything nice until my children have like moved out of the house.
Exactly.
Mine has taken stickers that do not come off and put
Yeah.
them on like cabinets. And so now Lightning McQueen is like
Yep.
half the decor in my house.
You try and take it off and it has like all the white like sticky parts still stuck. Yeah.
And I got to find like oil or something to take it off because like I can't.
I know.
I don't know what to do. So I think the most impressive part, and I when I first reached out to you, I was like, you're a literal superhero, is that you are a single mom.
Yes.
Raising all 4 of your children.
Yes.
What has that been like now, doing this, by yourself?
Yeah. It's hard. But, I think, so I'll kind of give you part of my story that really kind of ties into it. So as I mentioned, I was working in corporate America, working remotely for 12 years. And I just, it wasn't a good fit for me anymore. And so, let me think. So in 2022, so I had just had the babies. I had 3.5-year-olds, and so 4 under 4. And I was basically waking up. I was getting everybody ready for school myself. I was dropping them off at school. I worked a full day. I went, picked everyone up, made dinner for everybody, did the whole bath routine, like everything. I then, at this point, was doing content creation, right? So then once everybody went to bed, I was doing content at night. And I was like, oh my God, like I can't do this anymore. Like, this is just too hard. Like, I have too much on my plate. And actually, I found out in January 2022 that one of my childhood best friends had lost her battle with cancer, and she passed away. So, like, at that point, that was like my breakdown. I mean, I was at my lowest low, and just, I didn't know like what to do anymore. And so finally I sat there and I'm like, you know what, like, I have to take a lesson from this and say that life is too short to be this miserable and have life be this hard. Like, there are things that I need to say no thank you to, and just like focus on my family. So I actually, it's funny because I at that point got really into like spirituality, and like had what I would call like a spiritual awakening, and just really started to grow as a person. And I actually met with a medium who's local to this area, and it was like this huge Zoom meeting, and she had asked, like, does anyone want to raise their hand and kind of like, you know, share their story? And I did. And I'm not like the type of person that does that. And she called on me like out of all these people. And I told her my story and like what I was struggling with, and how I didn't know how to move forward. And she said, listen, I am here to tell you that you need to figure out what it is that you would be doing if you didn't have to work. And do that and take your kids with you. And so at the end of that, I was like, okay, I mean, anyone could have said that to me and like, whatever. But I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. Like, I'm going to follow that. And so I started writing down, like, what are the things that matter to me? Like, what makes me happy? And what do I want to pursue? And where's my purpose in this? And I started doing that. And I was like, I love taking pictures of my kids and videos and, like, enjoying my time with them. And me working, like, doesn't allow me to do that because I'm, like, focused on that. And I should be focused on my kids. And so that's how I started content creating, right? And so then I started doing like all the videos and everything. And I was really into home organizing at the time. And so I'm like, you know, I'm going to start a home organizing business, and like, I'm going to do that. And I started doing it. And so through 2023, I was basically juggling all those things together. I'd taken a promotional role at work too, just to like get more money and save money so that I could eventually quit my job. And I did that for a year. And then finally, I said, okay, this is time. And in April of 2024, I got up the guts and I quit my job. And I was organizing, I was doing content creation. And obviously part of, you know, being able to afford my life is my husband to have his income as well. And I wrote out all the numbers and I figured it all out. And I'm like, yes, like, I can do this. And 3 months later, we separated. And so then the wrench got thrown in my plans yet again. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I just quit my job. And now, like, yes, he is supportive, like, he provides for us and everything, but like, I can't do this forever. Like, what am I going to do? And yeah, and so then I started like having a little bit of a breakdown again of like, how am I going to support myself and these kids? And in November, he moved out. So then I was home alone and I had the kids 100% of the time. And I said, I'm just going to go forward and just do this the best I possibly can. Like, I know that this is right for me. Like, that job was not right. Yes, it might have felt stable and whatnot, but like, it wasn't the right fit for me. Like, I'm going to move forward and do the things that in my heart feel right, and just trust that the universe has my back. And I did that, and the universe has had my back. Like, I figured it out. I mean, it's been hard, and there have been times where I didn't think I was going to make it, but here I am, and I haven't gone back yet, so.
Yeah. Thriving. That's amazing.
Thriving, yeah.
I mean, you got to like take a leap of faith every once in a while and just
right, exactly.
give it all you got.
I could never, though, have been in this situation, like being a single mom, taking care of the house myself, taking care of the kids myself, like everything, while having that full-time career. Like, I would have just lost my mind.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done it. It was too much on one person. And so I'm thankful that everything happened exactly as it did. And I'm just moving forward and seeing kind of what the future brings, and just having open arms.
And I'm sure it's going to bring great things for you.
Sure hope so.
It definitely will. I want to talk about now, like, the sort of the community that you've built. You mentioned, you know, you went on to Facebook groups and were able to connect with other moms and sort of ask, oh my God, what do I do?
Yes.
And now you're the expert that I'm sure people are turning to, both with raising your children by yourself, having twins, having another set of twins, you know.
Yeah.
What kind of support do you get from other moms? What kind of support do you give them? Because I'm sure a ton of them are sliding into your DMs asking, like, help.
the most. And the thing is, like, I get a lot of questions, especially about twins, single mom, like all those things. I don't ever try to act on Instagram like the expert. Like, you see some of those accounts where like they trying to teach people things all the time, and some of them are great. Like I follow them. Trust me, I learn a lot. But like, I'm not that person. I don't have all the answers at all. Like, I'm just trying to figure out every single day. And everyone's situation is so different too, right? So a lot of times people ask me questions, and if it's something I can answer, I give all the help I can possibly give. But I would say just the support about having people there, and I've gotten a lot more comfortable with sharing my story, and the more I share, the more people come in and give that positive feedback and support and say, hey, like, if you ever need someone, like, I'm here, and vice versa. So it's really built a lot of like trust and camaraderie between like myself and those that follow me, and it's helped me tremendously. I hope I help them, but
I mean, I'm sure you do. If someone ever feels like, oh my God, how am I supposed to do this? And they scroll on your page, they see the little bit of positivity there. Yeah. It's helpful, I'm sure. Maybe it makes someone feel, a little less alone in what they're going through.
I hope, because it feels isolating sometimes, especially like when, I was first becoming a single mom and all of that. Like, I didn't want to share that with anyone because it's personal, like a lot of stuff that's going on. And I didn't know what was to come. Like, I didn't know, would we get back together? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I didn't want to just put something out there. But the more I did, the more people supported me and said, hey, you're not alone. Like, I just went through this last year. Like, you'll be okay. And I needed that more than I ever realized. And so I'm learning that the more I put myself out there, like, only good can come from it, and no one can help you unless they know kind of what's going on.
Right. So, I mean, you obviously only have to share what you're comfortable sharing anyway. But I know you recently put out a little video of you and the kids taking family photos, and that was sort of a struggle that you were like, was I supposed to do this? Do I tell them? Yeah. What was your family photo experience like?
Yeah, it's hard, and we always did that. We always took family pictures. That was like one of our things, and I wasn't, because I'm like, what do I do? Like, do I include them? Do I not include them? Like, what are my kids going to say? Like, where's dad? Or I don't know. I didn't know what to do. And so I just didn't. And then finally I realized, I'm like, no, like, I want to. Like, we did family photos because that was important to me, and I wanted to memorialize that and have that memory with my kids. And I'm going to just keep moving forward. And I have to be okay with the fact that this is my family now. It's me and it's these 4 kids. And here we go. Like, let's do it.
And you're doing a great job, and they're so cute.
Thank you.
They're like so adorable.
From the runways of New York and Paris to Mario Pucci Bocca, over 2,000 beautiful dresses and gowns in stock daily. Sizes 00 through 26, now with shoes and jewelry to match. Mario Pucci Bocca, where every lady who walks through our door is our most important customer.
I want to talk about some fun stuff.
Yeah.
What's it like living with 3 girls and a little boy? Like, I can imagine it's like the most fun having like 3 little versions of yourself in your house.
I will forever be thankful for the fact that I have little girls. Like, I've dreamed of that my whole life. I've always been a girly girl. They're all very much girly girls, and we have a lot of fun. Like, Taylor Swift is blasting at all times in my house.
I love that. That's so great.
Yep. The dresses, the makeup's flying. Yeah. All the time.
Do we dress our little brother up ever? What's his experience like?
We've been there before. Yeah, actually, we had a pretty viral reel that went around where they had dressed him up in like a princess dress, and he got upset about it, understandably. Yeah. And so I actually bought him an Olaf costume instead, while they all had their Frozen dresses on, and he was so proud and so excited, and they were loving it, and it actually worked out really well. But yeah, he has put his foot down on that going forward. So we try to find things that are a little bit more gender neutral. Okay. And he's good. He's a good sport. Like, he loves the things they love too. That's and great. Vice versa. So yeah,
I have friends who have their daughters or their older ones, and then they have a little boy, and it's like putting a bow on little brother, like putting fake lipstick on, really using him as like their doll to dress them up.
Well, I had the same situation. Like, it's me and my sister, and then we have a little brother too. And I vividly remember dressing him up. And I remember the day he said, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, okay, fine. And that's kind of where my son's at too. He's like, no, like, I'm not a girl. I'm not doing this with you.
They had their few years of fun, and now it's time to be something else. So this is going to air after Halloween. Can you tell us what you're going to be for Halloween?
Oh my gosh, so you're not even going to believe this. So I'm like a very type A in some aspects of my life, and I'm like very type B in other aspects. I'm like a hybrid, okay? Halloween this year has been like hitting my type B side.
It's totally okay.
I could not get it together. And it goes back to the same thing where our Halloween costumes were always focused on our family with my husband involved. And this will be the first year that he's not going to be involved. And so then I felt like kind of about it. I'm like, do I really want to continue this tradition, without him here? And I've just been like hemming and hawing. My kids are also getting older.
Okay.
So we tend to do a lot of costumes that are funny and kind of like a crack on, like
Yes.
usually my husband, but could be the kids, whatever. And they're getting older, and so they're like, no, I don't want to be that, or I don't want to be dressed like that. I don't want people to laugh at me and all that. So I've been really trying to think of things. I actually just came up with something yesterday, and went through Amazon and just like quickly ordered everything. Who knows, it'll be here on time, but I think we're gonna be McDonald's Happy Meal. So I'm the Happy Meal box, and they're all like the little pieces of it.
That's adorable.
The burger, the milk, the French fries, and the toy.
That's really, really cute.
We tried a lot of things, and everyone was happy with that. So I'm like, all right,
perfect. Well, I had to ask. Obviously, I went to a Spice Girls concert a few years ago. Remember when they went on tour?
Yes.
Like I went to London with
Yes.
friends. We went to the concert at Wembley. It was the most incredible experience of my entire life. And so like me and my friends that I went with, like we shared, like they've like sent me your reel. And I was like, you guys, like I'm interviewing her in like 2 weeks. They're like, no, you're not. I go, no, like I am. We're going to ask about Halloween costumes because they're so good.
I can't tell you how many people have said that exact same thing to me. Like that I just come across like in my normal life, and they're like, all my friends are sending me this reel, and it's you.
Yeah.
I was like, I know, isn't that weird?
Well,
but,
I got the Austin Powers one. Someone sent me the look how cute this is. This was like a different person. I was like, I'm interviewing her next week. Like I'm so excited.
Yeah. Those are all my ideas too.
They're
everyone thinks it was my husband because he's like the funny guy. No, it was me.
They're great.
Thank you.
They're like they're like
It's fun.
They're wonderful.
It's fun.
Yeah, we're I guess because this is airing like after we were the Paw Patrol. We like asked my son like, what do you want to be, my toddler, and he's like, I want to be Ryder from the Paw Patrol, and I was like, don't you want to be like one of the dogs? And he's like, no, like I'm in charge. Like I want to be Ryder. So then me and my husband and my youngest are all
The dogs.
And then we're going with cousins, and one of them is a dog. The other one's the little Chickaletta.
Yep.
And then the mayors are like, so we have our whole little like
That's
Paw
gonna be
Patrol
awesome.
cute. I'm excited to,
Yeah.
take a photo.
Yeah.
And
See, but if my son had it his way, like that's what we would all be too.
he would be,
Yes.
maybe they owe him.
They
He gets
do.
to dress them up.
1 year, I should make it so
1
that
year.
he decides.
You should say
Yep.
for your. I
Yeah.
was gonna say not when if he's 16, they're out of the house already. So I don't know. For 1 year, you should tell them.
Yeah.
He gets to decide what everyone's gonna be.
Totally.
I mean, there are girl dogs. Like they could be.
Totally.
It's a gender neutral. I really like this McDonald's idea.
We went through a lot.
I think it's gonna be great.
I hope so.
Like who doesn't love to dress up as food?
You know, we'll see. Plus, we like live on McDonald's, so why not?
You should like get some, and like that way they can
Yeah.
have us. I mean, they're gonna be eating candy,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
sure, like, endlessly. But at least this way,
Yes.
And I want to slide one more question in before we
Yeah.
or share our highs and lows for the week. So you said you recently started a Substack,
Yes.
and writing and kind of putting your feelings out on paper. How's that been? What kind of therapeutic? I'm sure it's helpful. Like I love to write things down. Just like you
Yes.
got to get it off your mind. How's that been for you?
Totally. Yeah, because you know what? I think I've realized finally I'm like at the place where I have a story. I have a story to tell
You
and a
absolutely
story
do.
to share. And I feel like there's just a lot there. And so I at first was like, I just want to like write this out because I feel like I need to just document what I've been through. And it's funny because I started writing the articles and oh my gosh, like how therapeutic to write something out. Like for example, my first one I'm going to be posting is actually about my friend that had lost her life to cancer. And I'm sitting in my kitchen writing it and I'm just like the tears. And it was stuff, now that was 4 years ago. So it's obviously so raw, but like that was stuff that was in there. And it all came out. And afterward, I'm like, oh my God. Like I have goosebumps thinking about it. Like I feel lighter because I got it out on paper. And so that's really selfishly really good for me is to just document everything. But also, people are so interested. They constantly are asking me, like, how are you doing it? Like, how is life with 2 sets of twins, 4 kids, doing it on your own? And Instagram just doesn't allow for depth like that. And so I'm like, yeah, let's start a Substack. So that's where I'm at. So I'll be going live with that pretty soon.
That's exciting.
Yes. Everyone give me a subscribe.
Yes, we're going to link it in the bottom of the show notes so people can read along, because you do have an interesting story. Like you said, everyone has a story to tell.
Yes.
They do. It's true. And yours is fascinating.
Yeah.
And incredible.
Yeah.
And I think you should be applauded for that.
Thank you for saying that. And the thing is, I want to inspire and empower other people to do the same, because like you said, everyone has a story, and everyone has that point in their life where something has happened that has affected them at a really deep level. And that's when you can basically just continue on life and let that kind of be held in you, or you can turn around and be like, you know what, this is going to be the thing that elevates me and brings me to my next level of growth. That's where I was, and anyone could be doing that. And if there's something a dream that you have, regardless of your circumstance, we have one life. Go live it. Go do it. And that's kind of what I want to get across. And so it's actually called 1 in a million. So when I was first Googling, what are the chances of having 2 sets of twins, there was a million different answers, but one that came up was 1 in 990,000. I'm like, oh my God, it's 1 in a million. And so I used that as the title, because not only is that kind of where I'm at, statistically, but also because everyone has something to share and has a gift to bring to this world. And it has taken me going through this and having 2 sets of twins and really hitting my lowest low to recognize that and feel comfortable coming out into the world and saying, yeah, this is me. And I have a lot to give to my family. I have a lot to give in general. And I'm going to start sharing that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to start reading it.
Thank you.
It's going to be great.
Thank you so much.
I want to share our sun and our storm for the week. So I like to end each episode with a high and a low.
Yes.
Some people call it a rose and a thorn, a peak and a pit. I do the weather. I'm a meteorologist, so we call it sun and storm. So I'll share mine first,
Perfect.
so your head can get spinning with ideas, and then you can share yours. So I don't remember. Something last week was the same, and this week's is the same. My youngest just turned 1. So that's my son, because I just got through my first year having 2.
Congratulations.
And it's crazy
it's a
that
big
he's
deal.
1. And my storm is that he's already 1.
Yeah.
Where was the little peanut I just had?
Yeah.
But it's been wonderful. He's now walking, because he has an older brother, so he was walking a month ago already, because he's I want to do everything my big brother does. And it's just wonderful to see their relationship blossoming.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine you have that twice.
It's the best part.
Having older sibling, little sibling, and you get to experience double of that.
Totally. And listen, a first birthday, that is kudos to you. You should be celebrating for you, because
you.
that's a huge milestone.
Thank you.
That's hard.
We're probably going to go out this weekend and
Good.
celebrate.
Good.
So that's what we'll do.
Awesome.
All right. What is your sun and storm for the week?
So my storm, it's probably just anytime I lose my patience with my kids, or just,
We all do.
I try not to, but sometimes things just get to you, and then you just freak out.
It happens.
I know. So probably one of those. But my son is, so my daughter actually got selected to have, I think Humphrey the hamster come home for this past weekend.
Is that her class?
Hamster, but it's a stuffed animal. Thank God.
It was a real hamster.
Oh, yeah. If it was real, I would not have survived. Trust me. It was a stuffed animal, but he, the point of him is he kind of goes around to all the different things that you do over the weekend. And you take pictures and you write a journal about it and talk about Humphrey coming with you. And so we actually had a really great weekend, doing all the Halloween
That's so
things
sweet.
with Humphrey in tow. And she was just over the moon about it. So
That's really cute. We did that in kindergarten with a monkey, but I was it was my teacher's, there was the monkey, you brought it around. Yeah. I remember I took it to Hibachi, we went, and I was look, and I sat it up, and I was talking to it. I have weird core memory.
yeah, that'll be my daughter. She's the same way.
Yes, it's fun to have a little stuffed animal to take around. But I actually thought you had a hamster in a little box.
Oh, it has its own cage. And we had to decorate it. We had to put Halloween stuff all in it, but it's just sitting there.
Just
still.
luckily a stuffed animal. My college roommate, when we were freshmen, my best friend, went out for the day, and I was like, when are you coming home? She goes, I'm hanging with a friend, blah, 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 blah.
No.
Do you know what she brought home?
No.
She came home with a hamster.
Oh.
But then it was like our dorm pet.
They smell so bad though.
But it didn't, for some, like we kept it, like it didn't smell. Oh, wow. We loved that thing. And it lived for like 5 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It was like really impressive. She like eventually brought it home. Her mom sort of took care of it when we went back to school for a little bit. But anytime we'd go back to home, visit her mom's house, there was our little hamster.
Wow. Don't give my kids any ideas, please.
Yeah, no animals until maybe never.
Never.
A stuffed animals is as much as you get.
Yeah.
The younger, the 4-year-olds are the pets. Like that's the...
Yes. I have enough animals in my house. I'm good.
Well, again, you're doing an amazing job with all of them. And they really are the cutest. So we're going to link all of your stuff at the bottom, your Instagram, your Substack, so people can start reading about this. I'm very excited to read it.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it's going to help tons of people who relate to you, or even if they don't.
Thank you.
You know?
I hope so.
I'm sure it'll be amazing. So thank you again so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing.
This was great. We were so glad to be able to chat. And we'll see you all next week. That was an incredible conversation with Kyrie. She is an amazing mom to her 4 beautiful children. Hats off to her. She is a literal superhero for doing all of this on her own. Thanks so much for joining us for this episode of Weathering Parenthood. And remember, rain or shine, we're all under the same sky. We'll see you next week.